So this is a guide on how to get a quick start in Evolver. Basically, just how not to get bodied in your first few matches. I won't be going over any advanced systems or anything like that, and that's because I don't want to throw all the information at you at once. That's your job to do the homework down the road as you progress as a player. So let's get started. So here's a quick rundown of each character, just so you can see which one kinda aligns with your fighting game style. First we have Amy. She's a setup character. She just creates a lot of stuff on screen and she's kinda like a trap character. Then we have Thad. He's like the poster boy of the game. He has good projectiles, he has solid damage, he has good mobility. He's just an all-rounder. We have Gorb. So this guy, if you're a big damage guy when it comes to fighting games, this is the character you want to play. Press a few buttons, you take off a ton of their life. Then we have Unk. So he's a mix. He just creates a bunch of sand. He can just create arms of sand, tornadoes, sand on the ground. I don't have a lot to say about him. Then we have Briya, the character I use personally. He's a slow, tanky guy with a really long, giant, reaching weapon. He has the most straightforward projectiles in the game. They're just fireballs that he can shoot, and he can also create ice walls. And then we have Ariel, a character that I haven't played too much myself, but that's because she's really advanced. So players who like super deep technical characters, this is the character you want to play. When someone asks you what stance you use, that simply means what moves you have equipped. Before every fight, you can equip 4 moves by double tapping a face button on your controller. These are the face buttons. Now the cool thing about stances are, yes, these are moves that you can select that give you attacks, and when you press the buttons they give you attacks, but they also give you a move list that has special moves in them. So they're like mini movesets that come with each stance you select. So that's it. Stances are simply the moves you're using. You double tap a face button to equip them before the fight. So let's talk about the meters. It looks kind of confusing, but basically the percentage is how much meter you have from 0 to 100. Special moves take different amounts of meter. So like one special might take 10 meter and the other one might take 15 meter. But yes, special moves in this game do take meter. These blue bars on the side just show a visualization of what specials are ready at the time. I don't pay attention to it too much. I just kind of pay attention to the number and do the math in my head. So as previously shown, the game has stances, and those stances offer different strings of attacks. For example, I'm using an Xbox controller, so when I press the X button, I can do a kick. And then when I press it twice, I can kind of hit them with my shoulder/weapon. And then if I press it 3 times, I can stab them with my weapon. And then if I press it 4 times, I can pull them with my weapon. So that is my 4-hitter combo with the button X. And then when it comes to the button Y, it's a 2-hitter combo. He just hits them 2 times with his weapon, and then the second Y press is he spins his weapon. So now, in order to form a combo, you take those strings and you can mix and match them. You can only go up in numbers. So you can do, if I want a combo that has a spin incorporated in it, but I don't want to start with the Y button, I can start by pressing the X button, which does my kick, and then I'll press Y to turn it into a spin. So that's now like it's a X-Y combo. I mixed my strings. And there's also infinite combos in the game. If you do the same pattern twice, or the same string twice, so if I do X, Y, X, Y, that's going to trigger an infinite, which means that the combo just breaks and the opponent can dodge out or parry out of it. So yeah, basically, you don't have to worry too much about infinites. Just lab some stuff out and just don't repeat your attacks. That's about it. Just have creative combos. Now with the defense, you can dodge and you can parry, but there is no block button. So the triggers are your dodge, and the bumpers are your parry. With dodging, you can dodge left to right, and with parry, you can do a normal parry or a true parry. A true parry is activated by pressing forward and parry at the same time, and it requires meter to do so. If you land a true parry, it'll slow down the opponent. So if they're like punching you and it has like a little bit of recovery, they'll punch you and then they'll slow down a lot and they'll recover for a long time, so therefore you could punish them harder. The dodge is what I recommend most for new players, because if you hold the dodge button while getting comboed, you can slide out of the combo when you are soonest available. So that's my rule of thumb. Anytime you get hit or just blown away by a combo, just hold the dodge button and you'll just dodge out as soon as possible. It gets you out of almost every situation, and even as an advanced player, I still do that to this day. And then we have this green bar up here. Just this symbol is, it's your breaker. So it's a breaker or a burst as people can call it. When you're getting beat up in a combo, that's the way to break out of the combo. You know, to activate it, you press down plus dodge at the same time, and that'll bust the combo, and you'll get out of the combo. You only have one, and when you fall down, like when you're dead between a round, you can press both of the back triggers at the same time, and that'll regenerate your breaker. If you don't press it at all, you just don't have a breaker into the next round. But if you press it when you're down, you can get another one back. Or if you don't use any breaker at all, like you have your one when you're already dead, and then you pull another one, then guess what? Now you have two breakers, so you can just hold on to those. So yeah, that's just a pretty quick rundown. It's just how to play the game, how to get started, and, you know, just how to go about things. So thank you for watching.